Good evening, and welcome to Newcastle After Dark. We are your hosts, the management.
Coming to you from the land of Glenn's Custard and D&M Newsstand, bringing you films that are a feast for the mind.
Tonight, we have a special guest host, Mr. Bill Van Ryn from Drive-In Asylum and Groovy Doom. And our film tonight is 1974's Dark Places, starring Robert Hardy,
Joan Collins,
Christopher Lee,
and Herbert Lom. And how would you describe this film, Bill?
It's definitely a supernatural thriller. It's a mystery, but there's a supernatural element to it too, which I really dig.
Absolutely. And this one, we actually all just watched it.
Yeah, definitely got around the radar for all three of us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But we think you're going to dig this one.
Definitely. So sit back, relax, and enjoy 1974's Dark Places.
Dr. Mandeville, to see Mr. Marr, Mr. Andrew Marr.
I'll check with the office.
Well, please be quick. The man is dying.
I should have been sent for sooner.
You're not on the medical staff, Mr. Fulston. No, he hasn't much time. I wouldn't waste it if I were you.
All these years, you were the only one who resisted the house I promised you. Over there, the papers in the book. They'll come back, my children. Promise me you'll keep the house and the money for them.
I'll go there, Andrew. I'll keep it for them. Where is the money, Andrew?
behind the wall. My whole life, my family, you must help me.
Which wall, Andrew? Which wall?
Elder, in the name of God, forgive me. Elder.
He's dead?
Yes, he's dead. You can get rid of him now, can't you? Sweep him away. And make room for the next poor bastard.
Along here, Doctor.
Thank you. I should have been notified days ago. As it is, I've been driving half the night. Dr. Mandeville? Yes, I came as quickly as I could. Well, there was nothing anyone could do. No, of course not, Doctor. Of course not.
Mr. Foster, is it?
Yes, that's right.
Mr. Prescott said to meet you. He's sorry he couldn't come himself, only he's tied up in town. Business, you know.
I see.
Mr. Prescott said you'll be moving into the village like.
That's right. Mars Grove.
Oh, Mars place?
Yes.
No one from the village will go near the place.
Why not?
It's bad. Things happen there.
What sort of thing?
Just things. People get hurt. You will find out.
Take me to Mars Grove first.
You wanted to see it. There it is.
Help me, will you? Oh, pull me out. I've hurt my leg.
I warned you, didn't I? I told you.
How did you do this, Mr. Foster?
I was looking at Mars Grove, and part of the wooden bridge collapsed.
That place is a menace.
Yes, I must get it fixed.
Why should you do that?
It belongs to me. Andrew Marr left it me when he died.
You're not going to live there, are you?
But don't tell me you believe all these local tales too, Doctor.
Well, they seem to have some foundation, don't they?
Yes.
How did you come to meet Andrew Marr?
I was on the staff at the asylum.
Medical?
No, admin. Welfare, mostly.
It'll be some time before the house is fit to live in. Where are you staying in the meantime?
Well, I've been in touch with Andrew's solicitor. He's asked me to stay with him very kindly.
Welcome, Mr. Foster. I'm Prescott.
I'm sorry we're late. I hurt my leg, so we looked in on the doctor.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Dr. Mandeville?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Please come in.
You can see Mars Grove from your window.
We're quite close.
Yes. Well, good night. I hope you'll be comfortable.
I'm sure I will, thank you. Mr. Prescott, there's somebody in Mars Grove. Come and look. There was someone. The light was on and there was a woman in the room.
But the windows are all boarded up. Perhaps you just, perhaps it was a trick of the moonlight.
More likely too many brandies after dinner. I'm not used to such luxuries. On my pay.
Well, good night again.
Good night.
Who's there? Hello?
Kids.
What are you doing here?
I did knock, but I couldn't make anybody hear.
I was just,
Looking around your new house?
Yes, that's right. I'm Edward Foster.
Yes, I know. My brother told me about you. I'm Sarah Mandeville.
Oh, I see. I'm afraid I can't ask you to sit down or offer you anything.
You're much younger than I expected.
Huh?
Most of the men in this village are past it. It'd be nice to have somebody younger. Where shall we start?
I beg your pardon?
Cleaning up. Have you hired any help yet?
No.
Good. I'll do it.
I couldn't ask you to do that.
You didn't ask. I volunteered. I'm bored, Edward. Let me help. I'm a very enthusiastic cook, cleaner, housekeeper. You name it, I like it. And I'm completely available.
Bank never discloses details of its customers' affairs, Mr. Foster.
But he's no longer a customer. He's dead.
Still be highly irregular.
Let me be blunt. I now own Mars Grove. I shall need a bank account locally. Do you want the business or not?
Well, it's just that it is so very irregular.
Well, I'm staying with Mr. Prescott. No doubt he can recommend me a bank.
Oh, well, Mr. Prescott, well, that makes all the difference. Please sit down. I shan't need to consult any figures. I handled this whole affair personally for Mr. Marr. You know, I've often wondered what happened to that money. The sum which I handed to him in cash on that day was £210,000.
You'll only be able to live in a few of the rooms, unless, of course, you're planning to do the place up a bit and sell it.
Oh, no. I promised Andrew I'd look after it in case the children came back.
Children? Andrew Marr's children?
Yes. What's wrong?
You didn't know. They're dead.
Oh. When? When did they die?
They were murdered. So was his wife. That's what sent Andrew Marr insane. That's why the villagers won't go near the place. They swear it's haunted by the children. He's after the money. He must be. We've got to scare him off.
What do you think I've been doing all morning?
You've been over there? You offered to help?
Of course.
Good. My God, if he should get his hands on that money after all our efforts.
He's nice, isn't he?
Can't you keep your hands off anyone?
He'd be quite attractive if he had £200,000. Quite eligible.
You are a bitch.
Sarah.
Jealous. Hello.
Hello again. The place is really filthy now. Are you sure about this?
Don't turn me down, Edward. Nobody else in this village will come near this place.
But it doesn't worry you?
You're here?
Have you got everything?
I believe so.
Who is she?
Alta Ledgman.
Alta Ledgman. Alta, in the name of God, forgive me. That was the last thing Andrew said before he died.
Is that why you ask about her?
No, I saw her at the house today.
I don't think so. As far as anyone knows, she's dead.
Oh, no, I saw her looking exactly like that.
If she was alive today, she'd be at least, 50.
Oh, I see. How did she die?
We can't say for sure, but I believe, well, everyone believes that she was murdered at the same time as Andrew's children and wife.
That lovely girl. What exactly happened?
Nobody knows. We never found the bodies. Will you have some coffee?
No, thank you. There's a curious picture of Andrew at the house.
Yes, I know. You're very much like him, aren't you?
Quickly, come and look. That's where the light was last night.
The children's day nursery.
I'm going over there.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. Perhaps we should call the police. If you go, you might have another accident. Especially in the dark.
No, I'll go.
Shall I?
By myself.
Two, 3, 7. Hello? Hello, who is calling?
there? Who is it? Put those bloody lights on! You're not going to get rid of me. Do you hear me? This is my house.
Careful.
Edward!
Good morning. Oh, let me take those.
Thank you. You're here early.
There's so much to do. I want to move in as soon as I can.
What are you doing here?
Not that it's any of your business, but I've brought Sarah over. She's going to do the housekeeping for the new owner.
You still think that money is here, don't you?
I know it is. And so do you, otherwise you'd have sold up the estate long ago.
You have no right to Andrew Marr's money.
None whatever, my dear Prescott. Any more than you have.
I thought if we did the drawing room next, and then a bedroom, I could move in.
That shouldn't take more than a few days.
Good. I can hardly wait.
Neither can
I thought I might have a small dinner party to celebrate moving in. Can I ask you to organize it for me?
Of course you can ask.
Oh, please, Sarah, will you
Yes.
organize? You really are very disconcerting.
Is that all?
No, it's not all.
Hello? Anyone at home?
Come on in!
It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? If swords and things kept dropping on top of me, I'd be frightened to death.
Oh, I am frightened. I don't mind admitting that.
Then please don't sleep here tonight.
Yes, why stay here on your own?
I suppose I'm just obstinate. Let me give you some more. This is my house, and I'm not going to let anyone drive me out of it.
He's frightened. Keep this up and we'll get rid of him again.
Yes.
Don't agree?
Do you remember he told us about the night when his coat was moved? And the photograph frame was taken out of the pocket and thrown across the room?
Yes, that was marvelous. How did you do it?
I didn't. I didn't have anything to do with it.
He was the last one to serve in the regiment. We must talk about it again.
Well, thank you again, Edward.
Thank
Good
you
night.
for all you've done. Good night.
Good night. Good night. Thank you, Edward. Very pleasant evening.
It's all due to Sarah.
I'll see you tomorrow, Edward.
Yes, good.
Good night.
Good night. To you, my friend. All right, you bastards. Who are you? The doors are locked. You can't get out. Francis, Jessica, open this door. Will you please stop being stupid and open this door? I know where the key is, so I shall let myself out. But you will be punished.
You've been impossibly rude to your governess all day. I will not tolerate it any longer. Alta?
Andrew?
Can I come in?
No, please don't. They're watching us. Wherever I go, they follow me and watch. Please go away.
When you've settled in, we must discuss the estate. If you're not going to farm it, I could use some more grazing land.
Yes, all right.
Edward, will you forgive me if I speak frankly?
Yes, of course.
It's about Sarah Mandeville. She'll make the place very comfortable for you, and you'll be well looked after, but I think you should advertise for a proper housekeeper. You see, Edward, I know you find her attractive, and she is, but I know her reputation, and at the risk of sounding rather Victorian, I want to tell you that she's ruined the lives of several men.
She wanders in and out of my life like a dream.
I beg your pardon.
Alta. I can't stop thinking about her. The children have noticed. They watch us all the time.
Edward.
I'm sorry, I was thinking about... I was miles away.
You were, weren't you?
For you.
I went out for a walk.
A sound mind and a healthy body.
Yes. Something like that. Well, I think we've done very well. Kitchen, drawing room, bedroom. What shall we do today?
Suggest something, Edward. I thought you were going to sleep all day.
What time is it?
It's nearly lunchtime. You hungry?
I could eat you.
Come on. I'll fix you some lunch.
Welcome back. Well, before we get into discussing this film, we'd like to reintroduce you to Bill Van Ryn. And Bill, why don't you tell us a little bit about Drive-In Asylum and Groovy Doom?
Drive-In Asylum is a print fanzine that I've been doing since 2015. I have a lot of collaborators that work with me on it, all great people, all with vital things to say about the movies that they're passionate about. We focus on films that are off the beaten path, drive-in exploitation movies. I try and look for films that aren't so talked about. You know, there's the biggies like Halloween, Phantasm, The Evil Dead. And we've all heard from those folks that worked on those movies and made those movies. These are ones that maybe you don't know what they are, and if you do know what they are, then you would probably be kind of excited to read some of this stuff in Drive-In Asylum, because we talk to the directors, the stars of the films. They all have fantastic memories and stories to tell. There's also a visual element to Drive-In Asylum. It's collages of old newsprint ads for horror and exploitation films. This was a big part of my childhood when I was growing up. Was you get the newspaper, you go straight to the movie section. You guys were probably the same way.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Even if you couldn't see them, you were excited.
You're
to look
imagining,
at the ads.
And that's the beautiful thing about Drive-In Asylum and the collages that you do, is that the feeling of nostalgia it's there, and it takes you right back.
They're absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So, on to the movie. This has a great cast. The first star that you'll recognize, of course, needs no introduction, the great Christopher Lee.
Yeah.
All hail.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And it also has the fantastic Joan Collins.
Poor Joan Collins. Every horror movie she's in, she's strangled, she's gassed by a giant ant, she's attacked by her own demon baby. The horrible things that happen to her in these films.
Strangled by Santa Claus.
yeah. And she looks fantastic in this movie. You know, we had said that she's about 40 years old in this movie. Looks great.
Yes, she does.
She's living it. She's confident. She's in the moment. She knows she's sexy. That's what I love about her. She's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And she's scheming and plotting.
Always.
Now, also, this film has Herbert Long.
Yeah, from the Pink Panther movies.
Yes, and The Dead Zone.
Mm-hmm.
And
he was in Asylum.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Mannequins of Horror. And this also has Robert Hardy, who was in Psychomania.
Mm-hmm.
AKA The Death Wheelers, one of my favorites.
That's a good one. We just had it up last month. Now, this was directed by Don Sharp, who also directed Psychomania.
Yeah, he had done some of the Fu Manchu movies with Christopher Lee.
Rasputin the Mad Monk.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes, Kiss of the Vampire. And the music was done by Wilfred Josephs.
Yeah, he had done music for Cry of the Banshee,
The Uncanny,
The Killer Bees.
Yes. So, overall, we have a great cast, good story, good direction, and this was filmed in an abandoned asylum.
Yes.
Actually.
Authentic location.
Yeah, authentic.
Yeah.
So, I think we're off to a good start.
Definitely. So let's get back to Dark Places.
Edward.
Hmm?
Do you trust Mr. Prescott?
Yeah. He seems honest.
Do you know much about the law?
Not a thing, why? What's wrong? What is it?
Edward, an insane person cannot sign a legal document, cannot make a will. Mr. Prescott is a solicitor. He knows the law. He knows that will isn't legal. Why did he let you have this house, Edward? I told him about the will. He was stunned.
That should stir him into action. If he knows where the money is, he's going to get it as soon as possible.
I'll go over a little earlier tomorrow.
Prescott, pulling a trick like that. You're going to have to stay a bit closer to our friend Edward over the next few days.
That won't be hard.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Have you any idea where it is?
Yes.
You have?
The master bedroom, I think.
Why do you think that?
Well, I was looking up at the ceiling over his shoulder.
Dirty, filthy little slut.
Ian, don't you sometimes wish that I wasn't your sister? What is it? What's wrong?
The children again, of course. What am I going to do with them? I can't have them making your life a torment, too.
You know what the trouble is, don't you?
They're young, their mother spoils them.
You're not being honest. It's the same as your wife. All sweetness and light one moment, then full of delusions and viciousness the next.
She's had a difficult time.
She's ill, Andrew. Mentally ill. And the children have inherited it.
They're just undisciplined and a bit destructive.
They're evil. Andrew, be honest with yourself. Be...
You're not going to possess me, Andrew. I'm stronger than you are.
Local proverb. Early bird catches the master before he can get out of bed. You look tired.
I slept badly.
Why don't you go back to bed and I'll bring you some coffee after?
No, you've worked very hard this week. You deserve a day off.
Nonsense.
I mean it.
All right. Thank you. I'll just make your bed before I go.
No, not even that. You're going to take the whole day off. Come on, I'll walk you to the village.
We take the canal path to the village.
I don't know it.
Come on, I'll show you.
Oh, we can take the shortcuts through the trees, can't we?
I thought you hadn't been here before.
I haven't, but there is a path by that tree, isn't there?
Yes. Are you psychic? Are you coming? You're feeling guilty about leaving them, aren't you?
Yes.
Always them. Have you decided?
I can't commit my wife, my own children.
They've got to be committed sooner or later.
We can wait.
I can't. I'd rather leave you than spend all my life waiting.
Don't leave me, Alta.
What's wrong?
Alta?
Edward, you're hurting my shoulder. Yes, thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Morning, sir. Morning.
Anything wrong?
He made me take the whole day off. And he wouldn't let me go near the bedroom. Then he started behaving very strangely. I think he was trying to frighten me off.
Got to find a way of getting him out of the house and you back in.
No, 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 no.
Stronger than you are. Stronger.
He's coming. Good morning.
What do you want? Today's Sunday, isn't it?
Of course it is. We're going for a walk.
Edward, would you like to come along?
No thanks.
You don't look too well. Fresh air will do you a world of good.
No thanks.
Oh, come on.
I said no.
Very well. Didn't mean to bother you.
I'm sorry. I haven't been sleeping well. A walk would do me good.
I think it's much too early to be
You're just naturally lazy, that's all.
Good morning, Mr. Prescott. Come and join us. It's a lovely day.
Thank you. Nice morning.
Oh, the Lewises.
What about them?
They're coming to lunch, and I haven't prepared anything. I'll have to go back. I'll see you later.
Where's Sarah?
She went back. She'll join us
I haven't been sleeping well.
Right.
Have there been any more incidents?
I must get back to her.
Here I am. Come on, let's pick something up.
We've only got a few minutes. They've gone down the hill.
What's wrong?
They wrote horrid, filthy things about us on the blackboard this morning. Then she came in. I can't stand it anymore.
What did she say?
She said that she knew that I was only after you for your money. She said that if she disfigured me, you wouldn't want me anymore.
Now, my darling, she says these things, but she never do anything, so don't be frightened.
Oh, I am frightened. You weren't there. She means it. So do they.
It's only a day or two more. Tomorrow I see the bank, and then I am going to tell her. This time you have overstepped the mark. I'm going to lock you up where you can't do any more harm.
Edward, for God's sake!
Take your hands off them or I'll call the police. Granny, he just grabbed us for no reason at all. We weren't doing anything.
Are you all right, darlings? Now come along. Come along. I told you not to run away from me while we were in the woods. You're very naughty.
you think it's serious? Well, it looks like hypertension. I'll give him an injection that'll help him to relax.
I'm stronger than you. There's enough for all of us. More than 200,000. Victoria and the children shall have half. And you and I... Oh, Alta.
They've got a knife. They're chasing me.
Go on, then.
They're just playing.
Have you told?
I had to get the money first. Half for her, half for us.
Here, take this. Go upstairs. Lock your door. And pack. We leave this afternoon. I'm going to tell her now.
Please don't tell her. Let's just leave.
No, I must tell her.
Is that you, Andrew?
I'm just coming!
Ah, we're going to have a lovely, lovely lunch. Especially for you. It's a surprise.
I want to talk to you, Victoria.
The children planned it. Such dears. I'm always surprised at how much they understand things. They love you very much, you know.
Yes, Victoria, I want to talk to you about them now.
Oh, you don't have to say anything about them. You think you want to say something, but it isn't necessary. We know. We all understand. But we're helping. Trying to make things easier for you. We're going to have a proper family lunch. Just the four of us, and... you will be surprised.
Will you stop talking, Victoria, and sit down?
Now, don't start getting angry, Andrew. We're all making a very special effort. It's going to be nice. I like things to be nice.
What I have to say is serious, and it can't wait.
Wait? Of course it can wait. Everything can wait. You were always very good at waiting. Remember? Half the young men in the county were running after me, and you said...
I've got to talk to you about Alta.
We're going to start with Melon. You like Melon. So do the children.
I love Alta. You know it, but you won't admit it.
Then the children thought feel. Done the way you like it. I couldn't decide.
Please listen to me!
I won't! Can't remember. Not feel. No, we... No, look what you've done. You spoiled it. You always spoil everything.
Try to be calm.
Victoria.
It's all right, my darling. It's all going to be just like it was.
Victoria, for God's sake.
She tempted you, didn't she?
Victoria, don't be stupid.
She's in there!
It's nearly over, darling. The children are taking care of her.
What do you mean?
Edward! Edward! Sarah?
What do you want?
I want to see Sarah. Edward, please open this door.
Sarah isn't here!
Edward, you open this door or I am going to send for the police. Where's Sarah?
I don't know.
What in God's name have you been doing? What are you so nervous about?
Go away, I'm not well.
I know that. I've telephoned the asylum. They told me they had no Edward Foster on their staff. You were a mental patient, weren't you? You were discharged the day after Andrew Marr died. Nobody here need ever know. I've come to help you.
Help?
With the money. You found it, haven't you? In the bedroom.
No, I haven't.
Put that down, Edward.
She tried to hurt Alta. She tried to stop us going.
You're not Andrew Marr. You're Edward Foster. Don't you understand? Edward Foster.
The money's for Alta. You shan't take it.
You could have the money, Edward. You can have all of it.
Where is she? Where's Alta?
I'm grown up now.
Francis, where is Alta?
She's gone to bed, Daddy. I'm grown up too.
Alta.
Daddy? You don't have to go away now.
We can stay together always.
Edward? Edward, are you there? Mandeville? Edward! Hello? Hello? Get me the police, please. Sergeant Riley? This is Mr. Prescott. Listen, there have been 2 murders in Mars Grove. Edward. Mr. Prescott? That's him. That's the man. Get him. Hold him, Robert.
Oh, Lord, Mr. Prescott, look at this. must be Victoria, Alta, and the children.
There are 2 cases in here.
I'd better take charge of those, Sergeant. I'm still administering the estate.
There's no harm in just having a little look, sir.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Prescott.
Alta. Sarah.
Well, we've reached the conclusion of Dark Places. And just when I thought that I had seen all the Christopher Lee movies, this was one that I hadn't seen.
Yeah, it's so great to find one that we haven't seen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, you also hadn't caught this before.
It was the first time I'd seen it, and I was surprised by the movie. Sort of unfolds the way you kind of expect it to, and then it takes a right turn, which
Yes.
I love.
Yes.
And when a movie surprises me, I love that, and this one did.
Yes, I liked how it went into the past to show you the history of the house and how he became kind of mesmerized.
And throughout the movie, so it wasn't just one big flashback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gradually, it happens gradually, his unraveling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And did anybody see that he was an escaped inmate?
Nope.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah. I mean, were there any clues?
I went back and watched the beginning, the introduction of that character, just to see if there were any clues. There weren't. There was no way to know.
Right.
It was just ambiguous. Like, you just accepted him at face value,
Yeah.
like everybody did in the film.
Yeah. I was just like, oh, he's somebody that knows this old guy.
He did look just like the painting, though, in the house.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he played that dual role.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know about you, but if I inherit a house like that, I'm not going to be there by myself. I'm not. I'm going to call you guys up and be like, look, I'm going to find this money.
Right.
We'll split it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not that brave.
As long as you don't make me stay in the bedroom with the hole in the ceiling.
With the bats coming out of it.
The bats was a great movie.
That was a great movie.
Yeah.
But I'm not bothered by bats.
Me either.
They
I
don't
like
bother
them.
me,
I love bats.
I mean, I'm not saying I want a bunch of them to come flying in here right now.
Right.
They don't work well in your house.
Right.
I do like bats, though.
Now, The other scene that we had discussed was, Joan Collins, she's scheming. She wanted to get that money. And she's like tapping on the window. And we said, she's there to clean. And wouldn't it have been funny when he was inside the house, she's tapping on the window, hey.
He's like,
yeah, trim them bushes.
She had those giant cobwebs to contend with. It was like the set of the Munsters with those cobwebs.
So what kind of spider was that?
That's the macabre spider that made all them webs.
Cobwebs, that's right.
The dust spider.
Well, she's throwing them on the floor.
Yeah, did you catch that? She like vacuums them up and throws them back on the floor.
He didn't care about anything.
He's like, where's your mop?
And I wouldn't have cared about it either.
Yeah.
He threw broken glass on the floor too. Remember that part?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, oh, you wear that skirt to clean. He was grabbing her butt.
Her wardrobe was shrewdly planned, I have to say, on her part.
And there was a little bit of weirdness between her and Christopher Lee and their brother and sister.
Yeah, she says, sometimes don't you wish we weren't brother and sister?
It was a Luke and Leia moment. You go back and watch Star Wars after you've seen the second one, you're like, they're supposed to be brother and sister.
Right.
Why did George Lucas script a kissing scene in the first film? They had that vibe going on.
Now, the thing is that we also commented when we were watching it was, you hear children's voices in an empty house. You're either going to run out or you're going to do what he did. Stand there and yell.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving.
Right. Yeah. Trying to make himself not seem like he's scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it helps that he was a little crazy.
Yeah. Or at least in my case, that's why I would do it.
I'd be yelling.
I actually stayed in a house like that once when I was 18. Right before I moved into the dorms in college, I stayed with a friend who had a house similar to this in a similar state of disrepair. And it's creepy. Like, a couple of times I stayed there alone, and I was up out of bed every sound I heard, just to go look and see what it was.
Yeah, that's not for me.
No, I agree.
That's scary.
I didn't stay there long.
And like you said, Bill, this film takes a complete turn when they have the flashback where the children actually kill the governess who was his mistress, Alta. I was kind of shocked by that.
Yeah.
And then in turn, he murders them on camera. Well, sort of on camera.
Yeah. With that sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was brutal.
That was shocking.
Yeah. Joan Collins gets choked.
As always.
As always. Christopher Lee with the pickaxe in the chest. That's a great scene.
That was a great scene. But then at the very end, Herbert. How about Herbert Long? He locks the door. He's like, I locked the door. He's like, you fool, I have a back way into the den.
Yeah, right.
Into the den.
Yeah.
But in the end, when they find the skeletons in the wall, he's like, I'm the executor of this state. I'll be taking those. And those cops are like, nah, you can have the skeletons.
Yeah. Nobody gets the money.
Nobody gets the money.
Yep. Like in Psycho, no one got the $40,000. It got sunk in the car.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But overall, for a first-time view of this film, I think this film is great.
Yeah, I agree.
Me too.
Yeah.
I was just blown away by how good this movie is, and nobody talks about it.
Nobody talks about it. You're right.
Yeah.
So I think this one is a surprise.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And we thank you for being here with us at Newcastle After Dark. We hope you join us again for our Lost Treasure in Cinema. And until next time, good night.